This episode of Stuck in Vermont is brought to you by Burlington College.
A lot of people that you know, and there's a lot of stuff that's kind of demanding your attention, and it's very stimulating. Yeah, like that.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name is Ava Solberger. We're in Burlington, Vermont for the 16th annual South End Art Hop. It's a 2-day event. Almost 600 artists from the South End display their art. It could be sculpture, it could be paintings, performances, fashion. There are over 100 locations. People ride their bicycles, they walk on foot, they go, they check out the art, they meet the artists, and they hop, 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 hop through the South End.
It's amazing how it just comes alive.
It's gotten us out on a beautiful night.
To walk around in part of Burlington that no one ever goes to.
It's kind of crazy how many people there are everywhere.
2008 Art Hop!
It's a vibrant, exciting community with a lot of stuff going on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop to as many locations as we can and introduce you to as many people as we possibly can. Come on, let's go!
On art right now.
Thousands of people either participating by watching or creating themselves.
It's nice to see it all come together, 600 artists and venues.
And you don't just go into one studio, you see everything.
I've been hopping for a while, and I was actually in one of the art hops that I met the person who knew the person who had this space.
I was like, I want to be one of these artists in one of these studios, just like collaborating. It's like Paris in the 20s.
Be nosy, you know, if you see an open door, go through it.
Well, it means that we clean the studio once a year. It's really like my living room. I'm here more than I'm home. This is my studio, and it's pretty much where I live.
A lot of late nights in here.
I could not believe the density of amazing, awesome, incredible work that was going on.
It's really good to see everyone open their doors and see all of your neighbors like, oh, no way, you paint here too?
It's just nice to know that the artist isn't alone.
There's places I didn't realize existed.
A lot of people don't even come down on this end of town until tonight.
The tiny little like warehouse studios that you don't even know are studios.
It's cheap space, you know, like there's a lot of people packed into this building.
E1, there's 8 of us in here. This building alone has like 5 artists.
This is actually affordable. If this wasn't affordable, I'd be working in my living room like before.
The buildings are big. They were abandoned until we discovered them.
Big raw space for fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, a lot of like high ceiling spaces, walls that you can kind of like bang into.
And make a great big mess.
I live in the South End. This is my hood. We are so much better than the North End. Those guys suck.
You know, I think eventually the space is going to stop being cheap and then the artists will have to leave.
Hopefully we won't get gentrified.
If there isn't a special artistic enterprise zone set up by the state in this neighborhood, there ought to be.
I'm hoping this place lasts for as long as possible.
It's a community of artists and the people who believe in what we're doing.
It's the time when I get to meet my neighbors.
There's so much more of a social event than a viewing art event.
For everybody to get to see everyone else's talent.
Big art party.
Art hop to me is a bunch of really great, crazy people putting on really beautiful, elaborate shows. It means good music. It means good alcohol.
Art hop! In the shower! Art hop!
I've been hopping. I've literally, Herb, been hopping.
I think it's one of the most interesting sort of cultural events in Burlington.
I must soak it up. I must soak it up.
For you to do what you want to do. So if you didn't do it this year, you can still do it next year.
Tomorrow I'll crash.
Too many people.
That was a lot of hopping. I'm exhausted. I need to go home and lie in bed for a week because I'm on people overload. But thanks to everyone who came over and said hello, and thanks for watching Stuck in Vermont.
Art can't hurt you. Can't. Art will never hurt you.
Can we just stop all the lies?
Who's interviewing who? These interviews don't go that way. You're supposed to be interviewing him. Is this art or something?
It's me!
Are you trying to make art? Come on.
We're one of the few colleges in the country that have an overseas study program in one of the most fascinating cities in the world, which is Havana, Cuba. Burlington College has applied for and received a license to have an overseas study program in Cuba. We sent 6 students there, and we welcome applications.